Yes, children. Good morning. This is Venugopal sir. In the previous class, we completed B reading, The Earthen Goblet, a poem. Now, in the C reading, we have a lesson under the title Maestro with a Mission. Who is a maestro? Generally we hear this with reference to Ilayaraja, the great music director, Maestro Ilayaraja. Who is called a maestro generally? A man who is very skilled in performing an art, particularly dance or music. A person or a man generally who is very much skilled, highly skilled in performing an art, particularly music or dance. And a mission is a goal, an aim. Who is the maestro here and what is his mission? That's what we are going to discuss in C reading. Maestro with a mission. Carefully listen to me, children. With this, we are going to complete the 6th unit. The 18-year-old lad, a dropout from the school, left his house with just 2 rupees in order to realize a dream. It was the passionate dream he was driven by. He wanted to elevate the status of an art form he had learned from his great gurus. He decided to dedicate his life for the enrichment of that art form. There is no introduction of the person's name here. The writer here begins the 18-year-old lad. Lad means a young boy. 18-year-old young boy, a dropout from the school. He is a school dropout. Means he stopped studies in the middle. A boy or a girl who stops going to the school because of various reasons, he is called a school dropout, he or she. He left his house with just 2 rupees in order to realize a dream. He had a dream. He wanted to realize that dream and he had left his house with just 2 rupees in his pocket. It was the passionate dream he was driven by. Passionate means very strong dream. Passion means what? Generally, desire, wish, a strong wish, a strong feeling. From that word only we get the word passionate. He had a very strong feeling of realizing a dream. That dream he was driven by means what? He was completely immersed or involved himself in realizing that particular dream. He was driven by that dream. Means that dream only made him leave his house to some place which he didn't know where he was going. But that dream made him drive to some place. He wanted to elevate the status of an art form. Elevate means what? Raise. To elevate means to raise. So he wanted to elevate the status of an art form. Art form means what? We have already talked about in this first reading itself. There are 64 arts we have, of which music and dance also are 2 important arts. So what was his dream? He wanted to raise the status of an art form he had learned from his great gurus. He had learned a great art form from his great gurus. But that art form had not got that recognition that it should have got. So he wanted to elevate or raise the status of that art form that he had learned from his gurus. He decided to dedicate his life for the enrichment of that art form. So that young boy of 18 years decided to dedicate, means to completely devote his life for the enrichment or improvement. Enrichment means what? Making something rich or improve. He wanted to dedicate, or he decided rather, to dedicate his life for the improvement or enrichment of that art form that he had learned from his gurus. Let us see what was the art form that he had learned from his great gurus and why he wanted to elevate it. The lad left his house for Madras, now called Chennai, about 400 kilometers away from his place. You know, children, Madras once upon a time, now it is called Chennai. It is a capital city of Tamil Nadu state. This lad, young 18-year-old lad, has left for his house for Madras. Left for means he started going towards Madras. Left for. Now called Chennai, about 400 kilometers away. See, the distance between his place and Chennai or Madras is 400 kilometers. But he had only 2 rupees in his hands. But he did not lose courage because he wanted to elevate the status of that art form. The place where he started was a village about 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada in Krishna district. The place where he started his journey was a village, a small village about 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada in Krishna district in Andhra Pradesh. He walked all the way, 400 kilometers walking. Is it an easy task, children? It's impossible. It's very difficult, of course. But see his determination. Because he wanted to elevate the status of the art form that he had learned from his gurus, he wanted to dedicate his life for the enrichment of that art form, even though he did not know how much distance it was away from the place where he had started. He started walking, that's all. He walked all the way. On his long way, he fed himself on plantains and water. On his long way, because 400 kilometers is not an ordinary distance, not a simple distance. 400 kilometers. And how did he feed himself? What did he eat on the way? Because he had got only 2 rupees with him. So he fed himself on plantains. Plantains means it's a fruit like a banana. Plantain also looks like banana only. A slight difference is there. And he just went on walking from his place to Madras or Chennai, just now and then eating a plantain and some water, taking some water. Finding the condition of the lad, a station master at Venkatachalam offered him a full meal. So, one station master at Venkatachalam, this Venkatachalam is found there on the way to Tirupati from Vijayawada. On the train route, we can see this Venkatachalam. It's in Nellore district. So, at that particular station, Venkatachalam, the station master found this condition of the lad, the condition of this particular lad very bad. He was in a very bad condition. And that station master offered this young lad a full meal. He had not eaten meal. He had just been surviving only eating some plantains and now and then having some water. That is all. Where are you going, dear? The station master asked. After giving him a full meal, the station master asked this young lad of 18 years, where are you going, my dear? No reply came. This boy did not reply because he did not know. The lad looked at the endless sky. Just he looked at the endless sky. Means he was indirectly indicating that he did not know where to go. Because the journey was endless. What was the journey? Elevating the status of the art form that he had learned. It's a long journey. So when the station master asked him, where are you going? No reply came. He just looked at the endless sky like this. Only the God knows. The lad looked at the endless sky. The lad was Vempati Chinnasatyam, who later came to be known as Dr. Vempati Chinnasatyam. And the place where he started from was Kuchipudi, and the art form he was passionate about was Kuchipudi. Now, children, we come to know of this particular person, that his name is Vempati Chinnasatyam. Later, he came to be known as Dr. Vempati Chinnasatyam, a great dance director in the old movies, Telugu movies. And you know the place where he started from, which is 50 kilometers away from his place? That is Kuchipudi village, a small village which is 50 kilometers away from Vijayawada. And the art form he was passionate about. The art form that he wanted to elevate the status of was nothing other than Kuchipudi dance form. All this story about Satyam and Kuchipudi becomes meaningless if we really don't know certain facts about Kuchipudi. So, children, we have to know particularly about this. The story about Satyam means Vempati Chinna Satyam and Kuchipudi becomes meaningless if we really don't know certain facts about Kuchipudi. First, we have to know some facts about certain facts about Kuchipudi dance form. Only when we know the facts of Kuchipudi, we can understand who exactly is Vempati Chinna Satyam, what is his aim, what is his goal, what is his mission, and also about this place called Kuchipudi. Okay, the dance form originated in the village of Kuchipudi. Originated means what? Started. This dance form started in the village of Kuchipudi, that's why it got its name like Kuchipudi dance. Okay, children? The dance form originated in the village of Kuchipudi. For a long time, the art was performed at temples at the time of annual festivals and in streets on the demand of the people. Actually, for a long time, this art form, this Kuchipudi art form was performed at temples at the time of annual festivals. You know, annual festivals, temple festivals, and the other important festivals. During those festival days only, this kind of Kuchipudi art dance form used to be performed. And of course, in the streets also, on the demand of people. When people demand, you perform this on the demand of the people also. This particular art form was being performed by the dancers in those days. Initially, it was a male-oriented dance form. Initially means at the beginning. Initially means at the beginning. At the beginning, or initially, it was a male-oriented dance form, means only males used to perform this dance form. Generally, we think that Kuchipudi or Bharatanatyam, these are dance forms only meant for women. No. At the beginning, when this particular dance form was born, it was a male-oriented dance form. Even female roles were played by men. You know, children, surprisingly, female roles that used to be their part of the dance forms, those female roles also were played by men only. That means the men used to adorn themselves with saris and then they used to perform. What a surprise! Great gurus like Vedantam Lakshminarayana, Chinta Krishnamurti enriched and transformed it and welcomed women into play different roles. Afterwards, what happened? Great gurus of Kuchipudi by names Vedantam Lakshminarayana or Chinta Krishnamurti, they have enriched. Enriched means they have improved and transformed, means changed it and welcomed women into play different roles. Afterwards, slowly, women also were invited to play different roles in the dance form. Actually, it was a male-oriented dance form at the beginning, in the initial stages. They produced many dance dramas and choreographed several solo items. They means what? These two people, great gurus. They produced many dance dramas and choreographed means what? Art of arranging steps for a dance. Choreography means art of arranging dance, steps for a dance. You might see this in the film titles also, choreography by dance director. The choreography is nothing but arranging steps for a dance. So this Chinta Krishnamurti and Vedanta Lakshminarayana, they made several dance dramas. They choreographed several solo items. Solo means what? Single, not a group dance form. Solo means a single one. Only one person performs it. Thus the transformation of dance was complete. So slowly the transformation of the Kuchipudi dance art form, from being a male-oriented dance form, it has now become a female-oriented dance form. So the transformation of the dance form was complete with these two people. It was different from the days when men played the female roles. Now, women play even male roles. See the transition or transformation that took place there in this. It was different from the days when men played the female roles. Now even women also play even male roles. There is a transformation that took place over the years in the dance form of Kuchipudi, in the art form of Kuchipudi dance. Yet, it was not much popular, even though, or in spite of that fact, this particular dance form was not much popular and it was not recognized on a par. On a par means equally. On a par. Equally means what? It was not recognized equally like the other dance forms of India, other classical dance forms of India till 1958. See, 1958 means now we are in 2020. Means 62 years back, this particular dance form of Kuchipudi got its status as a great dance form or art form. But before that, this was not popular, neither was it recognized on a par or equally with other classical dances like Bharatanatyam, Kathakali. Till 1958, it did not get any recognition at all. Satyam was too big in his aspiration and too small in his achievements. Aspiration means what? Hope, goal. He was too big in his aspiration. He had a very big goal, had big aspiration, elevating the status of Kuchipudi dance form and get it an equal status with the other classical dance forms of India. His aspiration was very great, but his achievements were very small. Too small in his achievements. He faced many hardships in his childhood. When he was a child, he faced several problems, many hardships, many problems, many troubles he had faced. He had a strong desire to learn Kuchipudi. He had a very strong desire, a strong wish to learn Kuchipudi. In spite of that, he was humiliated by a teacher in his village. Even though he had a strong desire to learn Kuchipudi, he was humiliated. He was insulted by a teacher in his village. Usually, teachers should encourage students. But here, one particular teacher humiliated him, insulted him greatly in his village. What did he say? The teacher said, "Don't attempt to learn Kuchipudi again. You are unfit for it." See, what a worst statement from a teacher to a student. What is that? Don't attempt to learn Kuchipudi again. You are unfit for it. He made this comment in the presence of his friends. Not only that, he made this comment, very bad comment about a student, but he made this comment in front of his friends and classmates. In the presence of his friends. Some ridiculed him. Ridiculed means what? Made fun of him. Criticized him. But some others sympathized with him. But some other friends showed sympathy. No, maybe he has got that interest. Why should we discourage? Like that, some other people sympathized with him. Means they started showing sympathy towards him. And then what happened? Died his father. His father died. Already he had faced a lot of hardships when he was a child. Now his father has died. Now what happened as a result? He had to feed four sisters and mother. He had four sisters and his mother to look after. There are five members altogether. In those days, women were not allowed to go out and earn, so he had to look after the family, entire family, because his father had died. Beyond this, Satyam was interested in nothing but his favorite art form with some rudimentary knowledge of it. Beyond this, means other than this, other than looking after his sisters and the mother, Satyam was not interested in anything but his favorite dance form. No other thing he was interested in. He was interested only in looking after his family, then the art form that he had liked very much. With some rudimentary knowledge, some basic knowledge only he had got about that dance form. Beyond this, Satyam was interested in nothing but his favorite art form with some rudimentary knowledge of it. Rudimentary means basic. That is hardly of any use to a person with a lofty desire. What is the use of having just basic knowledge about an art form which he wanted to elevate? What is the use of that particular knowledge, basic knowledge, to a person who had a very lofty desire, very big goal or mission to elevate the status of that art form? There is no use, because he had got only basic knowledge. He did not have much knowledge about that, only some basic knowledge. Then what happened? Thadepalli Peraya Shastri and Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana Shastri taught him the difficult aspects of Kuchipudi style and inspired him. So luckily for him, there were some good gurus also, great gurus of Kuchipudi art form, Thadepalli Peraya Shastri and Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana. They taught him the difficult aspects of Kuchipudi style, and these two gurus taught Vempati Chinnasatyam difficult aspects of Kuchipudi style and inspired him less. Satyam developed a genuine and ardent interest towards the art form. Genuine means what? Real, original. He developed a real and ardent interest. Ardent means what? Serious. He developed a very serious interest about this art form, learning this art form. An ardent interest towards the art form. He sometimes sold his meal tickets to watch dance programs in Chennai. You know, children, how much he was interested in learning the dance form. Not only learning, but I wanted to elevate the status of the dance form, that mission he wanted to achieve. You know what he used to do? He used to sell his meal tickets. He used to have some meal tickets with which you can take meals, but he used to sell them to the others to go and get with that money that he got by selling those tickets. He used to watch dance programs in Chennai. See the interest he had got. He only wanted to liberate Kuchipudi from the clutches of insignificance and oblivion. What was his only desire there at the time? He wanted to liberate Kuchipudi from the clutches. Clutches means what? The problems, obstacles. What are the obstacles that were facing Kuchipudi dance form then? Insignificance and oblivion. Insignificance means what? Unimportance. And oblivion means state of being unnoticed or forgotten. State of being unnoticed or forgotten. So he wanted to liberate Kuchipudi dance form from the clutches of insignificance and oblivion, from the obstacles, because Kuchipudi dance form was not considered as an important dance form at that time. It was almost being forgotten by the people. But he wanted to restore that state. He wanted to liberate Kuchipudi. He wanted to get Kuchipudi dance free from the clutches of, from the problems of insignificance and oblivion. With encouragement from his cousin Vempati Pedda Satyam, Vempati Chinna Satyam tried his luck in Telugu film world. Of course, his cousin was there, Vempati Pedda Satyam. He encouraged Vempati Chinna Satyam to try his luck in Telugu film field. As I told you at the beginning, children, he was a great dance director in the old Telugu movies. You can see the titles of many old Telugu movies. Choreography by Vempati Chinna Satyam, Vempati Satyam, like that. Can the Telugu film lovers forget the dance sequences in Nartanashala, Devadasu and Pandava Vanavasam? These three are very great Telugu movies of olden days. Nartanashala, Devadasu and Pandava Vanavasam. And the choreography or dance direction for these movies was done by Vempati Chinna Satyam. Can we forget? Then can Telugu film lovers forget the dance sequences there in those films? Not at all. Even now the film admirers become nostalgic when they recollect those sequences. Nostalgic means what? Feeling sometimes, feeling happy, or of course sometimes sad. Because at the same time, because when you think of the past, sometimes you feel happy and sometimes you feel sad at the same time. That kind of feeling is known as nostalgic. So you look at the meaning of that. I am writing here. This is called nostalgic. So, even now also Telugu film admirers, means the Telugu people who admire the old movies, they become nostalgic, means they suddenly feel happy and sometimes they feel sad at the same time by comparing the present generation of movies and dances with the older generation of movies. That's why, that's what is called becoming nostalgic, when they recollect those dance sequences from those movies. Thus, Dr. Vempati has carved a niche in Telugu films as well as a dance director. Thus, what happened? Dr. Vempati has carved a niche. Carved a niche means he built a reputation. Niche, niche, means what? Built a reputation. Carved a niche. He built his reputation, means what? Fame and name. He built. He got fame and name with the Telugu films as well. Not only as a dance director, but also not only as a dance performer, but also as a dance director in those Telugu movies. Okay, children, the remaining part we will be taking up in the next class. The remaining part, along with the exercise and comprehension, children will be taking up in the next class. Thank you.